Okay, once again, welcome to That's Well Play. My name is Kenneth, and right here I do have Andre once again to be on the show. Hello, Andre.
Hello.
And now we are finally entering the final games. Here we are at the main scene. Two Guardians fighting off to become the champion for Singapore first ever national champion. So the reason why that we are only having our first national champion is because last year we actually missed the boat due to the pandemic. We didn't manage to roll out our nationals, right?
Tried to plan one. It's okay then. Right? We keep on delay, we push back, we talk to LSS, we try and get them to hold it as late as possible. But in the end, we just couldn't make it. And the event was substituted by a PTI event as well.
Oh, I see. Was it online back then?
Yeah, it was online. Eventually,
Mm.
no. I think it was a physical. But the
Oh,
but the qualifiers, I think, were done online or something like that. Yeah,
I
we
see.
had a restriction of 8 men or something like that. Yeah, so I think they
Mm.
played in different ports, qualified, and eventually played in short.
It was so it was kind of like make do.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's really a big two event.
mm-mm, mm-mm. All right. So to be fair to all our fellow players right here, finally we have our nationals, and then here we are at the final games. Two Guardians facing off, but surprisingly, it's not two OLDHIMs. So we do have a Bravo. Just hammer his way in into the final table, and here we are. So let me introduce the player. So on the left on the screen is actually Zach Lau that's playing Bravo, the showstopper. And on the other hand, that's Gordon that's playing Odin. All right. So let's see what's the setup.
Yeah, moving into the game, I think Bravo and OLDHIM each have their own signature cards. I think in the OLDHIM you'll be looking at Broken Hope. Yeah, this was pre-ban anyway, so pre-ban of the Pulse of Eisenloch.
Yep.
And Bravo, you're looking at his Gripping Crushes. So each Guardian has his own trait here when it comes to when
Yeah.
playing their
Yeah.
cards. So
So
you
we'll
would want to look at those cards.
So of course, a normal guardian and an elementary guardian, I think the whole gameplay it's pretty much is pretty different.
It's pretty different.
Yeah.
Fundamentally, it's pretty different.
Okay. So we see Zach first hand pitch away a creeping crush.
The side Gripping Crush.
Yeah. So now he's going to hammer for 6. Mm-hmm.
Yes, I think it's probably the 6 as well.
All right. So that
Going slow to set up what card he needs and make sure he has an arsenal. That's very
yeah
important for going turn 1.
yeah. So by pitching away creeping crush that early, does it means that guardians always need to be aware of pitch stacking?
Yes, they do. I guess the players have in mind, Zach has in mind that he wants to move into the end game. So he pitch away his Gripping Crush.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And
So
we
what do we
see
have here?
Endless Winter.
Mm.
Not sure if
Uh,
it got fused though. I think it was fused.
uh, it didn't. I think it wasn't. So it's coming from 8.
If it wasn't fused, then the effect wouldn't matter. Because
Mm.
I believe it was fused for every card used to block. Create one Frostbite token or something like that.
Ah.
Let's see.
So Zach wasn't pretty sure. So it's so
It's
is
not
there any
common. It's not common to import the Endless Winter of these decks these days.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So
So this
from
is
the judge's point of view, is there any hard rule saying that the opponent shouldn't be reading the cards for too long
oh, it's
or
fine. You definitely have and can read your opponent's cards.
mm,
And then we see the early commitment of the Iron Rod.
yeah. That was pretty early. So let's see.
But I
Endless
guess
Winter.
he doesn't want to commit another card. Like he got the Starch Explorer. So
Hmm. So let's see what do we have. So still create a seismic. Oh, that's an erase face
usually it's pretty damning
for
for
Odin.
him as well. Yeah, because he can't ice fuse.
Mm.
can't ice react. I don't think you need to ice react in this game, but you just can't ice react. And Challenge Frigid doesn't continues.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Goofy's Open
And
O.
they will
I saw an Open O in OLDHIM. You can't use that if he gets hit like this. So he probably has to drop.
once erase face hit, right? The D reacts will also be stopped, right?
Just once it hits, after it hits the next attack, you can be there.
Mm. All right. So that's a full block.
Respecting each other's play. Oh, then you see Gordon pitching his Open O.
Yeah.
Just casual swinging for 6.
So both players trying to save their main
They want to
tricks.
go to the
Second
second
cycle.
cycle.
Yeah. Full block again. So far, no blood bleed. No one draw the first blood yet. Both players has
I'm
been very
guessing maybe
careful.
it comes in the form of a pummel or a
Ah, there you go.
oh, there
Another
goes
erase
another
face.
erase. A lot of pressure. But that's the thing is,
Mm.
once you start running out of these powerful cards, like
Yep.
erase faces, C and C's, equipping crushes, at the end of the day, you're just gonna rely on the hammer swing. So
Mm.
in this case, you look at OLDHIM. OLDHIM has the bigger. I would say he has the bigger hand, but at the end of the day, they have utilized some of their powerful cards. Gordon hasn't used it. That may be the game breaker here.
Oh, because Odin do have the infamous reputation of backing
Being
out.
able to
Yeah, being able
right.
to drag the whole game out.
It's chill. It's a
And
very
another
icy.
endless wind.
Yeah, it's a very icy. Thing
But
just put out.
I don't remember Gordon the last okay, we didn't feature Gordon at all during our all three games.
Yep.
So this is the first time that we actually see how Gordon's play out this Odin. So
Spinal
it's
crush
pretty
here.
icy.
Spinal crush here.
Right.
I mean, he can take a crush. He just doesn't go publicly. I guess
Mm-hmm.
that's the very minimal things that I want to do to set here. That just I don't let you tectonic, then you can't generate the thing. And you can't pitch two blue cards to hammer me for 6.
Yeah. So now
Zach
we have
here can block
Spinal
for
Crush for 7.
7, 7.
So just now Zach did lick through 1 damage.
Because of block. This
Yeah.
just 1 damage is fine because not generally have a ton of effects.
Or maybe it also shows that Gordon doesn't really care about the ice cards in this matchup.
I don't think he needs to. There's blocking 3.
Wow. There goes 3 cards.
See pretty much.
Zach is still guarding pretty hard. So there's a hammer for 4. There's a Channelic Frigid right there in Gordon's hand.
Not the pretty much is a giant fossil. Maybe either saving it to fuse or saving
And
H.
I think there's a Zealous.
Sealers penalty. E strike as well.
Interesting hand.
Question is, I don't think there's a big attack in there. So he may not be able to CS.
Hmm.
You can see a Chalik, Frigid, you see a E strike. They do not have higher attack than Sealers penalty.
I mean,
So you can't finish them.
a
That's
logical play
another
out might be keeping the Enlightened
Arsenal,
Strike.
yeah, and Arsenal the CS.
Let's see how it plays out.
Maybe it's just a vanilla for Zach doesn't have a second pitch for 6.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess he blocks with one card.
Yeah. So blocking with Insidious Chill, blocking with
Just
Channelic
gonna
Frigid, that's kind of like,
take
telling
one
you that,
vanilla damage is totally okay in this kind of matchup.
yeah.
Then
All right.
he gets to
Keep,
E strike and then Arsenal his serious pick.
let's see. Okay. Indeed, he's playing out Enlightened Strike. That's the extra cost to pay.
Making 7. Oh, just 1.
Oh, he's choosing go again.
Or this draw a card.
Let's see.
Last card in his hand was a
It's something greeny. Was it? Okay, block with one card. So he's taking two. Zach's taking two.
uh,
Oh, so follow up with a hammer, 6.
I guess he that serious down.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so now Zach is lagging behind, 34 to 38. Pitching a showtime, creating seismic search, and erase face again. This is the third one.
Third erase faces Korean also.
Hmm.
Last must blocks. But the unlucky point is that he didn't manage to force Gordon to block some of his more powerful cards. The
Yeah,
cards that he Gordon blocked with is
that's true. That's
not
true.
very material.
Yeah. If you want to see how good Zach Lau was drawing the last match,
You should
maybe I
check out the
should.
previous
Yeah,
video.
correct. Let me include it
Maybe we
here.
have a link here somewhere.
Exactly. Somewhere. Okay. I don't know which corner it will be. So do check it out. So far it was 3 erase face. It wasn't as powerful as the last match.
He seems like he wants to take this erase face.
Hmm.
But looking at the cards in hand, he may not even need views of doing that. So I guess it's fine.
So if
Probably
that's
just
the case,
swing the sludge, swing the hammer, Arsenal card maybe.
if that is the game plan, so it's like a stalling lah, a stalling game.
Stalling. I would really consider stalling, but yeah, I guess
Oh,
it's much.
okay.
Probably wants to do that. Just Arsenal card.
Mm-mm.
Except just to get in face. We have
Yeah,
a creeping
down to
crush.
28. There must be something spicy inside.
Smell of creeping crushing. If he Arsenal staunch response or something. Yep,
All right, there
there
you
we
go.
go. Creeping crush.
So it's Bravo dominated, 11 dominated.
No floating source.
Hmm. Let's
No
see.
threat of bubble. Gordon actually pitched Oasis Respite previous turn.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
Ah, okay.
But I'm not sure the one inside is it a defense range. Don't recall it is. Yeah, just wrong.
Doesn't seem like pretty blue. So I think
It's fine.
there's at least 2 ice cards inside. So what's in the arsenal?
Just initial steps. Peter Spike.
Okay,
There's a staunch.
I see. So he's now playing D-React.
Yeah, get crushed. So you see when the Guardian presents the Gripping
The
Crush,
little. Mm,
dominated Gripping Crush and ends up it doesn't take much damage and no crush. Uh, he took quite a big hit to go
mm,
down to pull up the Gripping Crush and it didn't really affect the tournament much.
indeed.
Yeah,
Indeed.
I think that was very the damage trade off wasn't worth it.
Because in the end, you only have 3 Creeping Crush.
You only have three.
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
kudos to Gordon. Probably had that defense reaction just nice there to
mm,
prevent it. And noted that all their armors are not being utilized yet. So
yep.
let's go.
All right. And now it's Zach
Let's go.
playing out Zillions and with a pummel. So
Power is
that's
actually
should Hmm. I can't see the color.
Probably red. Looks like red.
Hmm. If that's the case, that's 5 plus 4. Nine
Nine or
damage in
three
total. Yep.
six.
So now blocking 3.
Yeah, but that block on the crippling was really huge. Imagine
Yes,
he
it
used
is.
two cards. I think he used two cards. Two
One
cards
to
to block
pitch.
off. One to
Yeah.
pitch, one to just block him off. No, I think he pitched two cards. Yeah, three cards to wall off and crush. I think it's very good. So and that
Mm-mm.
with that is a 12 HP.
Yeah. It's quite ineffective the last round for Zach. But now, presenting 9 damage. There's still one card in hand. Potentially, there could be another hammer following up.
Pretty sure there's a handle for him in these three
So in terms
draws.
of economy, right? So which hammer is the best for Guardians? So now we have Anatos actually going against Sledge.
I mean, if you're playing the tectonic plating, I think Antos is fine. Because end state, you're still pitching around 4 to get the 6 damage,
Hmm.
1.5 times multiplier.
Hmm.
So I don't see as much. It's just that because of the nature that only runs Tunic, I
Hmm.
think that's why you play the sledge.
Yep.
Not much difference in my opinion.
Sledge of
I mean,
and Valheim.
sometimes you do want to have that flexibility to just swing pitch three and swing for four, especially in the end step where you
Yep.
can only keep one
Mm-hmm.
card, and then you can't swing the Abraham with just one card.
Hmm.
So I think at the end game, I think four is a pretty nice break point,
Yep.
and probably well, it took quite a lot of damage from that.
Correct. So in total, actually Zach presented 13.
12. He presented 15, yeah, but he
Hmm.
blocked three, so
Correct.
took 12 equalized.
Yeah. It was quite a blow. But still, Zach take another 3 down to 19. That was fast, actually. Within 2 rounds, 2 turns.
We were just chit chatting. Oh, there's under hammer.
Ah, all right.
You have the defense reaction.
So that's 7.
He reacts are very efficient in this matchup.
I saw a CNC.
This one,
Yep.
strike. So he strike. Figure out what's the last card.
Hmm.
Thinking too hard.
I would say Gordon will value the E strike, so maybe he will be keep pitching away or
Values. I mean, he strike for 7 is. Yeah. I mean, he strike
yeah,
for 5 low with a hammer is also quite really decent.
correct.
6 dominated, but this one if hits, he needs to discard. So he's probably thinking what he wants to discard.
Hmm.
And or is he gonna block with his armor?
Okay.
Then he gonna crown on damage and probably gonna throw up that height.
She drew a pummel.
Yeah. She has 2 resources left, not one.
That's very kind of Zach.
So it's probably 3, 5. Probably needs to block one. It's one.
Hmm. I see.
Oh, I think
Oh,
there's other hammer is coming 7. Yeah. I think we are gonna see a full block here.
I think so.
What card does he want to
So the
play?
damage is total 7, right?
7.
Ah,
So,
okay. So he's
so let's
blocking
see
with
this because he
Zillion.
does have. He has a E strike.
Hmm. So between the two, I think he is trying to play out. Yeah, Enlightened
E
Strike.
strike GA. E strike 7.
All right. 7 or 5 go in. Let's see.
Okay, 7. Will you go for the 5?
Um, I wouldn't because the
You
hammer
don't
that
have
I'm
a
using.
tuning resource. Yeah, you don't have a
All
tuning
right.
resource. It's probably a 7.
Yeah. It should be.
I mean, if you do have team resource, you will go for the whole game this.
Yep,
So you hammer like how you need to start.
correct. One resource from the tuning and then one from a blue card. That
I'm
makes sense.
liking
Makes
I'm
sense.
liking what we see these days where the Guardian player is
Mm.
actually a lot of Guardians are running E strikes these days.
Hmm.
Simply because you can go again and swing a hammer. It's just that huge.
Mm. You have the choice to do so. Even you are running low on resources, then you can
I've
just
seen those romping club groups that's running Scar for Scar, Life for Life, that gives
really.
them value. Yep, just so that they can go again on the second attack.
Let's continue.
The good thing is sometimes you still need a 4 card hand to do that. You
Yep.
answer the right cards, yeah, 3 cards. But I guess it's a fair trade because casually coming for 5, then swinging for 6 or
Mm.
something larger. Usually the value is there. You can get around quite a bit of damage between 11 to 15. 11 to 15.
Mm-hmm. But sometimes, right, the extra cost to play E strike will actually cripple some of your turns because you need to keep another card without blocking just to play out the E strike for the next turn.
I think it's fun. Especially you can just draw. You can always. I think some people opt for the draw card option.
Mm.
Just so that they have something to arsenal.
Mm.
Yeah, so I guess really it's quite okay.
Yep.
Yeah. And for OLIM it's all the better because even if it's a card that you don't want, you can isolate and then the crowd sees it go.
Mm.
Yeah. Then Zack took another 6 damage, make it 9. Looks like a farmer. I think that's a farmer.
Exactly. So both players are actually swinging hammers to each other, and then there's a
Most of
spinal
the
crush.
damage, if you realize, most of the damage they're taking is from the hammer system.
Yep. Yep. So they value cards more if there's so they try to pivot the turns by either taking damage from the hammer or swing the hammer.
Yeah, they usually don't take the hit from the crash and things like that. Just
Mm.
purely uh, hammer stuff.
Mm.
Reading spinal again,
Okay.
making sure that tuning he still can tuning. Today is an instant, so he still can he doesn't require good.
Yeah. So blocking with 2 cards. He
Oh,
does
that's the
have a
farmer.
spinal crush in hand, but yet he was reading Zax. Okay, so that's 13 damage in total.
It's farmer. And he knows that he probably have to discard 1 card. So Gordon is left with 1 card. Probably
Mm.
gonna tunic pitch and
Discarding the
yeah,
Oasis
that's
Respite.
yeah. I guess he calculated and he knew that there was some he could do this.
Yeah.
Even if it's farmer in hand, he will go down to 15. Still can swing a hammer. I mean, if I think that the problem is if he cannot swing the hammer, that would be actually good.
Mm. All right. That makes sense.
He needs
Because
that
Sledge
momentum.
is, yeah,
Tunic came at the right time.
exactly. It's a bit sad for Zack because all his powerful turns actually turn out very meh, very
It
yeah,
feels a bit
very lukewarm.
underwhelming.
So here we are, Gordon at 15, Zack at 8. Now it's Gordon's turn.
I think moving forward, we're gonna see them slow down the play a little bit.
Hmm. Oh no,
In
this is
how
Zack turn. Zack turn swinging the hammer for 6.
I see CNC, initial footsteps, channel 50.
For now, it's Gordon, the OLDHIM that is actually playing wider. I mean, there's much more go again,
I mean,
more actions.
I agree with that because purely because OE does not have a very fixed dominant dominate strategy to ensure that it deals damage to the opponent.
Mm.
Uh, it's a match where the opponent chooses whether they want to take the damage or not.
Uh,
Because unlike Bravo, you can like start away, force your opponent to take damage. But yeah, if you really want that effect to hit,
mm.
it's still subjected to whether your opponent wants to block it or not. So
Mm.
by having go again, it actually pressures your opponent to show. Okay, look, now I go again. If you don't want to block this, you take the 5. I'm
Yep.
forcing this 5 damage through.
Mm.
If you block this 5, I'm coming to you with a on hit effect.
Mm. Mm.
That's the trade-off.
And now we have CNC threatening Zach's arsenal.
He still have the crown. I think at this stage, Zack is more concerned about taking damage
Mm.
than protecting his arsenal.
Because
he
so
is a
far there's no Oaken Oak played out.
we all know we saw the Okado pitch on very early. Given that it may not have reached second cycle, I think
Mm.
the other Okados are coming out soon.
Mm.
And there
It's either
again,
that or
he
never.
is protecting 5. I think blocking for 5 to test on the opponents.
Yeah. So quickly switch away. Save the arsenal.
And one more card, and he
Mm.
drew a crush. And
All
that's a
right.
pummel. Oh my god.
Oh,
See, this is the time that you can't let your guard down. That was very painful.
okay.
The
So he
CNC pummel
discarded the.
cannot be reacted against. Yeah.
It is very dangerous. If there's still an arsenal card, then you will lose two. The arsenal and also one more card in hand. So that's a choke slam, I believe.
It's like,
Yeah,
okay,
8. Zach's down to 3.
it's very dangerous.
Yeah. So block 6, take 2. Gordon coming for another
6.
6.
No cuts.
2 resources floating, but there's no cards
No
in hand.
cuts.
There's no arsenal.
At this stage, I guess it's pretty tough for Zack to turn the back.
Hmm. He he can't take much blow now. So now any play
Oh, he
from
goes
Gordon
down
is,
to
oh
1.
my
Wow.
gosh.
Of all, he goes down to 1. That's
I was just
ridiculous.
about to say that 3 is like within
Still
kill range.
okay.
So
I mean, he probably feels that he is under kill range anyway.
mm.
So screw it.
Hey, there you go. There you go.
Crush
Bravo
it.
into Crippling Crush 11 dominate again.
Uh, I
Let's hope that
see.
this go
Open.
through. Did I see Ogano? I kind of
Yeah,
like
I
see
still see
Ogano.
open. I think he has the fuse with it. I think he
Yeah.
has the fuse with it.
Hmm. Oh dear. Just another D react. Why is the D react always there
Yeah,
when Zach trying to push through the damage?
that's where it matters the most. It
Ah,
really is where it matters the most. I think he
yes.
lost because of this.
Yeah. The untimely D reacts.
Or
Gordon is just
timely
down.
for Gordon,
Yeah.
untimely for Zack.
Correct. Correct.
And he just drew it every time he needs it. He just draws it.
So if we are not wrong, the card in Arsenal is an Ogano. Okay,
It's
sing.
another great.
Hmm.
He has to sink. He has to sink in. But
He
once
only
he
sync
sinks it,
once, unless he has 2. Is it?
if that crippling crush had hit,
Hmm.
it would have been a very different game.
Mm-mm.
I mean, if any of those crippling crush hit, it would have been a
Correct.
different
Correct. The momentum wouldn't be in such.
swing.
Okay, so after 2 single blows, Zach survived, and now
He's
he is
probably gonna
swinging
take
back.
it. Others just probably gonna take the damage.
Hmm.
I don't think he have enough card to use though.
Let's see. 2
Sad.
eyes, 3 eyes probably. No, I think that's a footsteps. Glacier footsteps and 2.
Box
Oh,
6.
okay.
Still respects the
Gordon's turn to Oakenode. Not fusing.
Not fusing. Just 7.
Okay,
E7 just forces 3 cards out of Z7. Or
exactly.
actually, he
Because
still has a benefits. Oh, that's a
oh,
sing.
the
That's
the
two
third
keys.
sync below.
Not
Okay,
too bad. Not too bad.
all right. Survive this. Swinging back with 6. Two floating. Is there a pummel?
No. I mean, Gordon probably will still respect Arsenal and block 6. Because if it does goes down to 4, he still has 3 cards left. So he blocks 2. Yep. So it's not a pummel. It is not a pummel. I mean, if
Okay,
you're a pummel,
and
he will throw it up and swing.
he will surely throw it out. Yes. So given that Dynasty is a subset, it will give every class something.
Yeah.
And given that we already know that there's Yoji, which is a Guardian new character introduced in Dynasty, so maybe Guardians will have a little bit more, slightly more.
Looking at those cards, I don't really think the Emperor, the Yoji is really built up for the Blitz format.
Mm,
I feel that they are already played out for UPF, other formats
mm.
as well. Or casual gameplays, PvE kind of thing. I mean, you have your Yoji taking blocking damage from the Emperor,
Yep.
taking damage for the Emperor, and then you have like you have the Judge that is
Mm,
taking the fatal damage away from Yoji.
mm.
That's probably how you play the game.
Yep. So it's kind of
But
like a collaborative
yeah,
team
collaborative team.
blitz.
Yeah,
Mm.
the uprising, the real uprising.
It'll be interesting to see how much more such PVE cards will be
I mean,
introduced.
Kenneth, will you be interested in playing a game of a 6 person where you form up 3 heroes to take on Yoichi, Judge,
I
Taipanese, and the Emperor?
I can't say for sure. I mean, the intriguing thing about Flesh and Blood, it's you get to somehow do a role play. So you are your hero, and then every decision is to keep your hero safe and sound. So that's kind of like a storytelling
Talking for
part.
6 again. I mean, we are not really commenting on the game so far because it's just the hammer swinging around.
Correct. Nothing spicy going on.
Nothing,
Oops. Oh,
nothing
if
too spicy.
finally something different. This is Endless Winter.
Now we see presenting 8. At least there's a move.
Hmm.
It's not fuse, it's not fuse.
Oh, it's not fused. All right. Okay. Yeah. So I was saying that so playing in a team collaborative way is interesting, but I still need to see how the game rules will change and like what is the interaction, how will each player actually be affecting the gameplay. Is it still a turn base or is it a team turn base or is it a player turn base? I think it makes
Probably
a very
just
big difference.
look at it in the UPF format. I think
Mm,
this is some direction for this.
it just
Guardian
go
can
just
just
merry go
taking
round.
damage, taking damage, taking damage. Because I think he can divert damage.
And for now, I think Guardians plus Wizards in a mix will be very interesting. Guardians taking damage and Wizards just shoot arcane here and there.
It's, it's gonna be fun. Yes, well, what bonuses? I mean, we've seen some of the new weapons.
Mm,
I mean, majority we won't see much impact. There's after sec 2 damage. I guess that's where Gordon decides that he has the hand
all right,
to
so
go for
there we
it.
go. Let's see. Oh,
Uh,
oh
that is
my! This is
his 7 go again.
7 go
Oh
again.
no, he can't block this game.
He
I
is
guess
blocking
this.
this, but then here we go. Another Okano. Oh my!
Yeah, you see, that's the thing
That's
that
it.
you really when the old he really wants to push damage. He needs such go again cards to push that damage threshold
Mm,
for that turn above
mm,
12. I mean, if you assume that all cards plots average plots for 3,
mm.
well, oh, he managed to block it off.
He managed to block it off. Yes,
Uh,
with all the equipments and with all the
yeah,
cards
you see,
showing show.
he can't do it again because now he's presenting 5. A hammer that's 11. assuming that all cards flop above 3, he may be able to survive this turn. But if he presents a 7
Mm,
breakpoint for his next attack, then I think it's
there
game.
you go.
Yeah,
Oh, another full hand.
yeah. The thing about Guardian is because it's an old vanilla WTR deck, most of its cards flops for 3.
Mm,
Unlike the newer old games where sometimes you miss, you only have block 2 cards,
mm,
2 block cards. But for the Bravo, it's essentially all 3. You need to break that 12 damage.
yep.
Look at this.
Oh, another
Yeah,
7 go again. This three hands from Gordon is pretty sick because,
yeah,
oh,
it's game.
yeah.
Not sure why,
Oh, not sure what is in Zach's hand. I'm
but
pretty sure it's
he probably countered and he couldn't block
you
whatever
couldn't
is
block
there
it effectively.
because I think I saw a cranium, but I don't think it's the cost to do it.
Mm-hmm. All right,
The
so
cost is
here
very
we
high.
are. And congratulations once again to Gordon Cole for running the champion right here
Yeah,
at the National Singapore 2022.
our first national champion.
And he was recently featured because LSS actually went through reach out to every champions to have exclusive interview. So I think it's a very sweet thing to do so before the World Championship.
Yeah. So we're looking at
Mm,
worlds. I think the players are working hard to
mm.
prepare themselves to fly to US and play the worlds.
Yeah.
So not sure how much they have practiced for Blitz. Some of them have not touched Blitz in the longest time. I think Worlds is a full format. You have to
Mm,
play with Blitz,
yes.
constructed as well as
Yes. As a draft.
yeah.
I would say it's
So
pretty tough. I mean, I don't really master draft. In Singapore, Blitz wasn't really favored, so most of the players actually was lacking the experience in Blitz.
actually, if you I have played Flesh and Blood since maybe early 2020.
Mm.
So at that time, we played a full year plus of Blitz.
Uh,
So the earlier group of players did play a lot of Blitz. So
mm,
these are players who learn how to block efficiently against the reindeers.
mhm,
So these are players who have an innate blocking skill already built into them. So if you are a new player and you feel that you have issues blocking
mm,
or knowing when to block, go and play Blitz.
mm,
Blitz will help you do that because you only have to help.
mm, mm,
Every card
mm,
is a valuable resource. Yeah.
mm,
So
mm,
it trains your end game sequence as well.
exactly. And that's where right from the start, Ira actually dominated, right? And then when Ira is going that wide, it's really hard to decide when to block. And with ninjas threatening the mass of momentum. So yeah, it's really a good training ground to learn how to block.
Yes. So some of the newer players that came in sometime this few months, they are starting out with this, which I think is a very good way for them to start. They
Mm,
build up the very fundamentals. I mean, pitch stacking is so much easier in Blitz than what you have here now.
indeed.
So all these are very good. It's a good platform to build up these
Mm.
skills that you have. Yeah.
But we'll see players that it's they master their classic constructed deck. They will just simply try to play the same hero in
They just
Blitz.
remove the cards and go to Blitz.
Yeah,
No,
do you see that?
I don't think so. It's a very different game in Blitz altogether.
Mm,
You have heroes that you may not be prepared for. Things like Benji, things like Kasai.
mm,
So if you are too fixated with just building in, you do have a sideboard plan for them in custom constructed, but you need to cater a whole lot more different plan, especially with all the band lists. The
mm.
band lists are different from for Blitz and things aside. So it's you're playing a very different game. Right? I mean, OLDHIM does not have a crown of seats in Blitz for him.
Yep.
I mean, similarly for the Wizard, now we do not have the Storm Striders.
Mm,
So it is a very big difference that Blitz and classic constructor. I think Singapore may have to go back to a little bit of Blitz there and there to keep things alive. Now that the competitive scene is coming to an end, at
mm,
least for this year,
mm.
uh, we need to keep things fresh. And I hope that shops or stores start to run a little bit of Blitz to keep things fresh.
Yep. Yep. I do see that there are stores in the Europe and in the US actually treasure Blitz game much more than our local scene. They will try to maybe run at least one Blitz Armory per month, if not two. Yeah. So maybe after Worlds,
Maybe afterwards.
yeah, most of the competitive players actually see the value in mastering Blitz. Maybe it will just bring back the experience back to Singapore, and then we'll try to change the local scene.
It plays end so fast that you can finish a typical weekday armory can end before 10.
Yes, you have no ideas. For players all around the world, if you are not playing in Singapore, you wouldn't understand what we are trying to put across. Singapore is so small an island, so there are a lot of players actually play maybe more than two armories per week. Yeah, so if each armory is all CC games, then we can imagine that they just burn a couple of nights per week just to play Flesh and Bloods. It can be, yeah, it can be quite taxing.
I
All
mean,
right.
these are the pro players.
So we're looking forward to Worlds, and we see how Worlds will roll out with the new ban and suspended list. After Worlds or during Worlds, we will see more cards coming out revealed for Dynasty, and then the Dynasty will launch, and then we will have our Battle Hardened Singapore in December, the very first
More
tournament, I would
details to
say.
be reviewed. More
Oh,
details to
okay.
be reviewed.
More details to be revealed. Hope so. Hope it will be the first meta for Dynasty, and Singapore will be ready. Once again, thank you, Andre. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks for having me here.
Yeah. See you in the next video.
See you.